I guess, oh, you didn't scope the game correctly. Too much to do. You think that's scope creep? Ain't seen nothing yet. So the idea is simple, right? Slay the Spire, good card game, JOINK! Diablo 2, also known as the best game ever. JOINK! So for a one-man project, I think that's pretty reasonable. We started off with this gigantic scope, and then we took it and we just... So are we gonna use the cards in combat? Like in status? That would be way too simple. Instead, what we're gonna do is this. Let's jump into the game. So here we are in the game. We're fighting an unknown skeleton. As you can see, he's ready to tango. He thinks. But so am I. We don't have an unarmed attack animation, so it's gonna be the same as every animation. But look at this! Badoosh! 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 But why is he an unknown skeleton, you ask? Because you don't know him? Badoosh! Smack him down. And he's dead, and did you see that? We got some reagents, so let's go into the crafting menu. As you can see, here are the items we can craft, here are the slots, and they have sounds, which might be a little bit annoying, but we'll see. We'll see if they stay or not. Here are the things highlighted, these are the things we have enough reagents. As you can see, these are the reagents: armor scraps, leather scraps, weapon scraps, medical essence, and alchemical reagents. So, if you click on this sword, you can see it requires 50 weapon scraps, but as it so happens, the unknown skeleton blessed us with 50 weapon scraps. So, we have exactly enough to create the sword. So, we're gonna craft it. And here you can see the thing already happened. When drawn, you level up every card. So, these cards have effects. We're crafting an item now. If I didn't say that already. These cards have effects, and they have things which you get when you craft them. So, two things to remember. So, you can see at the top here. Gives 23 damage, and then it has a trigger ability. So, we're first gonna get 23 damage onto our weapon, and then the trigger is gonna happen, so something else is also gonna happen. What happened here is that we leveled up every card, which means that when you level up a card, it can get new abilities, can get new triggers and stuff like that, and also it gets better stats, as you can see here. So before it had like add, I don't remember, 15 damage or something, and now it has add 23 damage because it's got leveled up from the Archlich, which happened when we drew it. I know it's a little bit complicated, but if you watch this in the slow motion, you might be able to catch everything that happens in this video. Maybe. So, this crafting happens in rounds. So, this weapon has 2 rounds of crafting. So, first round, we're gonna play this card because I think it's a fun card. We get 21 damage first. Boosh, add that. And then it says draw 2 cards and play a random card. So, we're gonna get a random card. Get a little leech there, that's nice. 3 leech onto our weapon. I would have preferred some damage, but then we drew Ice in the Dark also with it, which plays itself when you draw it. So some cards have on-draw abilities, so it crafts itself whenever you draw it, which is pretty nice, but you don't get that many stats, of course, so maybe it's balanced, who knows. Craft, this is second crafting round, so the things we had from last crafting round stays, but now we can add on a little bit more on top, and if you remember, we leveled up these cards last time. So that level up stays, and we can level them up again if we want to. Now we're gonna use this card. Trigger the cards on the sides of this card, which means that this is gonna happen first. There's a 1 on this side and a 2 on the other side. So let's click that. Trigger. Bam! Get some random stats. And level up all cards. And unfortunately, this doesn't matter because the leveling up goes away, of course, when we craft the next item. Else, you know, the cards will just get better and better and better the more you craft it, which could be cool in some way, but nah, that's not how it works. So, now we have the sword. It gives 25 health, it gives 3 leech, and it gives 46 damage. So, let's put that sword, badoosh, into our inventory. As you can see, the weapon damage got up to 46. And now, we're ready to Diablo, everybody. We're ready. Let's go out with our new acquired sword. And Shnoon and Doon. Skeleton Berserk, he crit me! Right off the bat, okay. But we have some damage, and as you can see, a little bit of life leech also. A little bit of life leech. which is nice. You're gaining a little bit of HP. Not that much, only 3 per hit, so that's not very much. But, you know, it's a little something. Douche, douche, but the snoosh. Snooze that guy. Skeleton Berserker. No! Doesn't have a chance. Maybe. Oh. Almost dead. Flaming Skull. Oh, are we gonna die before I get to show anything? Okay, 30 health. Okay. Let's see here. Skeleton Berserker. It's fine. You're low. Did not plan for this to go this badly, but it's fine. We have 2 turns before it gets here. We're gonna craft a potion and I'm gonna drink it before it gets here. It's not gonna be a problem. Potion. Man, okay. So now, as you can see here, these cards used to have damage on them because we're crafting a weapon, but now they have health on them because we're crafting a health potion. Amazing. So we gotta play this again. We need a lot of health, so hopefully this is gonna roll good. Roll good, roll good. Roll what's the best here? I think Inner Sanctum 4 would be best. Okay, well, that's fine. Roll that thing. Oh, 900 health from this health potion. That's an amazing potion. Amazing, amazing. They get a little bit closer there. But as it so happens, it's gonna consume this bad boy. Badoosh! 900 health. And now, as good as healthy. Look at this. We can use the wait function here, make him come closer, and then we badoosh, 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 badoosh. He's down. Flaming Skull also, new enemy, which wasn't there last time. He's dead. They leave a little bit of fire, of course, on the floor, and if you walk on top of that, you can take fire damage. But if the enemies walk on top of it, you also take damage. Badoosh, snooze. And let's see, how do you get cards, you ask? Well, you get cards from the coffin here. Hopefully we're gonna survive until we get there. It's a hardcore game, everybody. Not even the developers can beat it. The developer, okay. So if you click on this coffin now, but do you get a selection here? It's a pretty good selection even. So we can either select to get a crafting recipe, or we can add a card to our deck. So we can have this card, which is a pretty good card. I'll probably go for this. When drawn, you level up all the cards in your hand, so it's pretty nice to draw this. You could go into some kind of draw deck where you have a lot of cards which you draw cards, and then you have things which have abilities when you draw them, and that could be a pretty good deck maybe. So, I think that's pretty much everything for today, everybody. See you next time.